What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy. I don't know. How was your week? How was your week, chat? Oh my god, what a mess this is. Hold on, let me clear. I was doing so much stuff earlier. I forgot to clear the chat from all my testing. So I did try to update StreamerBot for a bunch of stuff, including like the donations and there are things that hopefully I won't not know that they're happening from now on, as far as that goes. But yeah, but, you know, here we are with our where is it? Oh yeah. What do we are on our $300 milestone. We're combining the onesie and crochet stream and all that. It is mirrored. Let me see. I did mirror it because I liked it this way. Is it not working because of the sign? Oh, that thing went off. Because of this thing? Should it be like this? Wow, how dare you. Alright, well, there you go. I mean, I thought it just looked better the other way, but, you know, whatever. I'll just have to learn to write backwards. That should be the next goal, right? That should be some next level stuff right there. Let's see here. Moving this, oh my god, everything's shaking. Here we go. So we have some new stuff. Let's see, we got Ba-bum. There you go. We have a new redeem. Or you could check in on the garden for a bit. And all that. Which that reminded me. So we could still name the garden or the friends, by the way. So we still got that going on. We have a couple of things that, because chat can still write a tweet. What was the other thing? I think maybe it was the tweet and the names that I was thinking of. I think that's what I was thinking of today, because we are, yeah, this is the Terraria. We did this. Going through papers. I'm going through these little papers again. Yeah, okay. I still have to do a thing for the Terraria seed thing. I might try to fix that up for, let me look at the calendar real quick. So what the heck is today? May 8th. I can't believe we're already over a week into May. So we're over a week into May already. We raised, what was it? We've raised 300 here. The team has raised, I think, over 600 now. So really cool, really good job from everybody. So next week is RPG week for Mental Health Blooms. So I was gonna do Guild Wars 1 on Monday. That's the plan. I'm gonna decide maybe based on Monday stream if I'm gonna do it again on Friday or not. But I'm gonna be doing some, you know, some new stuff that has been added to Guild Wars and stuff like that. So we're gonna do that. And I have to set something up for whatever I'm gonna do for the next Terraria seed. So that way we can roll those off. But I might do that. Because I'm trying to think like I guess I should start it after or maybe at like one of my last charity streams kind of deal. So that way we can see if any other of those pop up. So we have a little more randomness to the Terraria gameplay. But yeah, chat, we can write a tweet. We can do names for the garden and the friends in the garden. So feel free to throw those out there. And we still got the rest of the month to go. We still have the rest of the month to fundraise. You know, if you're not able to donate, no big deal. If you could spread the word, you know, just lurking, hanging out is more than appreciated. We got... Did the music just get weird? What the heck? I threw this together with like a stream beats thing. Because I was like, dang, I really need to do something about this. Let me check something. See, is my mic getting too loud or high? Let me fix that. That thing feels really loud all of a sudden. I don't know, my system's just being weird. All right. So, We got the flyer up. So remember, for every $50 donated, so, you know, it doesn't have to be all at once. It's just every time we complete another $50, I do an extra task, even, you know, alongside the incentives that we have going on. And all that. I'm changing this track out. That's actually pretty short, but still. Okay. Let's see here. So for every $50 accumulated, I'll do another bonus chaos task, which we got in my little cup here. So last time we did the face tattoo, we did extra being boozled, we did, what else did we do? A bunch of stuff. Oh, the workout thing. So, you know, there's a bunch of stuff like that can happen, among other things that are hidden in there. Only one way to find them. Only one way to find out. Oh, yeah, just remember, I forgot to put on a thing. Oh, my gosh. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. I'm like, Jesus. I have to put my streamer mode on my Discord. Discord was terrible. Discord had a huge outage today. I couldn't log in for like an hour or so. It's kind of nutty. It's not usually down or out for that long, but it was down for a bit. So that was actually surprising. But yeah, that was earlier. Yes, I usually put that on so that way that people are alerted. Let's see here. So I have that done that I forgot to do before. What else do we do? Oh, yeah, so I added to streamer, but some extra things. I didn't get to test one of the things, so we'll see if we have to do it today or not. I have to test the raffle program that I got for it because it looks really good. But I just have to understand how it works. I did not get a chance to go through it before the stream, but at least I got it on the streamer bot, so we can at least, even if we have to save it for next time or something, we'll figure that out. We shall figure that out. But for today's stream, we're gonna just have kind of a chill time. You know, we're redeeming the onesie stream, we're doing the crochet stream, we're doing it all at once. Have some fun with it. So if you don't know what crochet is, it's usually talked about alongside knitting. I think a lot of people know about knitting. So knitting, you use 2 needles to do stuff with yarn. Crochet, you use 1 hook to do stuff with yarn. That's it. That's a difference. But it's basically a difference in technique. You know, it's kind of like you can't... Like, you know, it's kind of like there's watercolor paintings and then there's oil paintings. It's kind of like, you know, they're both painting. You know, so these things go under what's called like a fiber craft, you know, because usually using yarn, and all that. So I got some examples of things. So I've actually been crocheting for a while. So during winter, whether I'm going out or if I'm just cold at my desk, I wear these fingerless gloves that I made for myself forever ago. I couldn't find the other side of it. I think it's in a bag or something, but you get the idea. But usually, you know, and I think crochet is primarily known for like scarf. Oh, I forgot to grab my scarf. Whatever. So maybe I'll grab it after a break. So so a couple of things I made is like scarves, hats. Oh, actually the Santa hat I wore for the Jolly Jamboree streams, for the charity streams, I had made that one as well. So I was actually pretty happy with that one. So usually a lot of I think known things for crochet and knitting is like things people wear. Another common thing is like they're called cozies that are used on like mugs and things like that. So this is like an example of one I made, and I think I was gonna like give it away or do something with it. I don't remember now. But you know, it's just something that can go around your cup or mug and makes it so that way you don't burn your hand. So it's kind of like that. And then on the other side, a lot of people make really cute things. Like little plushies and little toys. Like this is a little bang boo that I actually made for DK. This was a bought pattern though, so I was debating it, but I probably won't do. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do today. But it is a paid pattern, so you know, as I work on stuff, I'd like to show the pattern. So I'm probably gonna try some like free pattern things, just like quick little things. But these are called usually like amigurumi, is what they're known as. And they come in like all kinds of things. You have like these giant plushies people make. You have like really cool things people make, really cute, tiny things people make, and all that, and they're fun. And this guy's also like super colorful because I didn't have the colors for the pattern at the time. So I just used what I got. So let's see. So I'm gonna put him down over here. Papa. He'll hang out. He'll hang out for now. Actually, I'll put him in, like in the corner. Hold on. This side's like showing again. There we go. He'll hang out and watch over the stream. So, you know, amigurumi, I think, is one of those things. I gotta like lower this somehow on my end. I checked these sounds before, but it feels a little loud to me, even though I have it so low. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because I thought maybe because I was monitoring it in the stream program, maybe it was like too much, but no, for whatever reason, it's just loud to me. Is it loud on stream? Is there some way I can fix this? Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Maybe I just lower system sounds a little bit. Or no, it would have to be, whoops, it would have to be over here. So does that affect the stream sound? Doesn't seem like it. All right, hopefully that's fine. Please let me know if the music is too low or anything. I'm trying to make sure, like, keep music of things on and not just get frustrated at it. Okay. So that's kind of a little bit of intro to crochet, a little bit. I don't know. I'm definitely no expert, but where is, let's see. I QA'd some things before. Clearly not everything. That's fine. I think it's right over there. Yeah, so I have my yarn to grab and all that. But you know, we're just getting started. So let's see here. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, new to my content, so hi, I'm Nesi. I do gaming, I do a little bit of everything. I do VTubing, I do webcamming now. You know, we are fundraising. I'm fundraising along with the Mental Health Blooms team for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They do some amazing work. As I shall, it's like magic. It's just like magic. You know, they do, their mission is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. They are a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community, empowered by research, education, and advocacy to take action against this leading cause of death. You know, so what they do is, you know, they want to make awareness to mental health, have an honest conversation about these things, let you know that you are not alone, because you are not. You know, and like it says here, have a real convo about mental health. You know, talking saves lives, connecting with others saves lives 100%. You know, keep an eye out for those in your life, in your community, reach out to them. Even, you don't have to be paranoid if someone's acting odd, but, you know, just reach out to them. Sometimes, you know, just saying hi, just acknowledging someone, connecting with them briefly really makes such a world of a difference. You know, it really, really does. So yeah, you know, they do a lot of work in that department and all that, and that's what it's all about. You know, we want to support some mental health advocacy around here, 150 million%. You know, it's something that I'm also, you know, what would be the right word, like accepting. You know, I feel like I'm not struggling like I used to be, but, you know, I'm more accepting of my issues, my weaknesses. You know, and I'm still able to move forward with that information. And that makes such a world of a difference. So that's what it's all about. You you know, you're welcome to check out my, you know, my other stream. I talk a little more about things. Maybe I'll talk a little more about it here and there. And all that. So anyway, so let's see here. So what are we doing? What are we up to? So so I found some really cute like patterns and things. Let me open up this and then open up the... So I did find like some anime patterns. Like I found a little like P-chan. That was super cute. This is from Ranma 1/2, for example. A lot of these are like very random, like blog posts and stuff that I found for the free patterns. So here's like a Sylveon that I found. I also found this devil fruit one that looked pretty cute. Yeah, the peach one really caught my eye. It really caught my eye. I was like, damn, I actually kind of really want to make that. I found this cool like devil fruit one. I don't know if I have like a purple, but it's pretty cute. What was this? Oh, this is a really cute one. A little mousey. We could use this as like a warm-up. You know, which I've done something like this very similar before, actually. But it doesn't hurt to just have some fun and make another little cutie. Also because Death can stole the other one, but that's fine. He can have it. Let's see. This one, this was like something else, and that was reopened. Let's see. So yeah, we have some stuff we can work on. We can also do... we can also do, like some little, I don't know, we'll do like some little intro to stuff or something. You know, the thing with amigurumi is that they're pretty accessible because they don't really use very difficult, techniques. It's usually like this says like a chain, single crochet, half double crochet. Let's see, usually with these things, especially because you're trying to make like shapes, you have to do what's called like increase and decrease, which means like increasing the amount of stitches or decreasing in order to create like a shape, especially like the rounded shapes and all that. So it's really interesting the way that these things work. I feel like the only main weakness I have with crochet is keeping track of the stitches as I go all the way around. So we'll see how that goes. That's why I usually like, you know, you just make like a square or something. You're just doing the same thing back and forth and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let me check this one really quick. Let's see, does this need... Yeah, this is pretty simple. And then there's this thing that's mentioned here. It says like magic ring. Magic ring is like a way to make a circle. But everyone calls it magic ring. I don't know. It's just how it goes. You know, it's so funny how like something, especially online, it just takes a form of its own. Like everyone refers to it as magic ring. At least I can't imagine. I wonder if is it even called that in the books? I don't remember. But maybe it is just called that. But anyway, so we have, let's see. So I think I have in the other room, but I do have like the polyfill stuffing. The one thing that I don't usually get is like the bead eyes. I usually just like make the eyes, or like this is like on this guy too, it's like little like felt things kind of sewn on. Oh yeah, here's like a thing. Oh, it is right here. I just can't see. But yeah, this is a saying before my book. Maybe I could check it. Here's like some, I don't know, some abandoned project. I don't know. If you know anyone in your life that does knitting or crochet, you're probably used to seeing things like this. Probably very used to it. Yeah, this was when I got started with crochet. It was probably over 20 years ago now, actually. So it's probably over 20 years ago that I first learned. And I got this book, and I taught myself. And I got this book. And this was definitely one of the better things, best things like I got. I take pretty good care of it because it's actually really good. And it shows like so many cool like lace stitches and other things. I really like this one. Try to see if maybe it mentions the circle thing here. Oh, and what I really liked also about this book is the way it has like these previews of the stitches. So it's like if you're looking for like a certain texture, so cool. I love this book. Let me see. Does it tell me when it was like published? I'm just like, damn. I'm like curious now. Yeah, this is from like reprinted 04, 05, 06, 07. Yes, this is probably one of the later editions, but yeah, I've had it a while, so almost definitely for sure I've had this book almost 20 years itself. But yeah, just really cool stuff. Also shows you like trims and edging. Shows you a lot. Even shows like I've never, so there's also a different technique called Tunisian. I don't know. I actually don't know how to say it. But it's like a separate, it's almost like a technique, a crochet technique that's the what's the word I'm looking for? The output of it is basically, it almost looks very similar to knitting, oddly enough. Oh yeah, and it also shows you like little embellishments and things that you can make. So this has like a little bit of everything, which is really cool. Let's see here. Lots of stuff. Tunisian. Yeah, I think it's Tunisian. I think it's said like that. That's the closest we're gonna get. But yeah, there was a couple of like gaming and anime little patterns I found. Oh yeah, this one also has like, it shows here. Let's see. Like the Mario Chompy plant. So people make like amigurumi out of like everything or anything. I was actually losing my mind yesterday. I was actually trying to find a really old designer's like blog or like anything. Eventually, there used to be this crochet blogger that had like a bunch of early day free patterns and stuff. I was trying to see if I could find their thing, but I couldn't find it. I know their branding and this and that was like, it was like kawaii stuff, and it was like these little fruits and things. And it was from like, I think like the mid 2000s or something, I'm gonna be honest with you. So it's probably from so long ago. Their site is probably not up, but I know they had like books and stuff. And I can't remember like details about them. And I'm like, damn it. Oh wait, I just remembered. It's Twinkie Chan. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew it would hit me eventually. It was Twinkie Chan. Right? Twinkie or... As I'm sitting here. Oh my god. Oh, the site is up. Are you kidding me? The ADD is strong on this one. Like a sleeper agent. Why didn't you come into the other browser, bro? Like I asked you to. These things drive me crazy. What is going on? Okay, go to Firefox. Go to this tab, please. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, I found it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I spent literally like an hour and a half looking for this yesterday. That is so funny. It just hit me as I'm... Memory is a funny thing. All right. That is hysterical. Yeah, okay. So you can see what I'm talking about. Like everything was, let's see. That is the wrong thing on the stream. Wait, is it because I locked it? No, I didn't lock this source. Come on. Yeah, my memory needed to ferment, apparently. Here we go. That's a little better. Oh my god, everything's so cute. See, I knew like they made books and stuff. I was like, I can't believe it just hit me in the face like that. Yeah, I'm that girl who crochets food scarves. Eat your cake and wear it too. Yeah, that was like their brand. I was like, it was food. It was like crochet food. I'm like losing my mind because it's like 20 years later and freaking like everyone has like their own crochet like food thing now. And it's like, damn it. Oh my god, how cute. Oh, she's actually posted recently. Oh, that's exciting. March. She posted in March this year. That's amazing. Oh, look at these cute things she's got going on. Oh. We're just gonna... Yeah, like the fruits of it. Like, this is what I'm talking about. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yummy you. And clothing. Yeah. Insane. Insane. Okay, that's awesome, actually. Oh, yeah, pen cozies, too. Oh, yeah, like, cozy. People make cozies for, like, everything. That's so funny. Okay, I think it just goes through those two things. What's this? Little Christmas. Oh, these, like, random things down here. What's this one? Oh my god, like, look how cute this is. Like, these, like, little mugs on, like, a scarf. You could even put them, like, by themselves. Or like this. They kind of look like Among Us, huh? You could convert this into an Among Us scarf. But that's so cute. Oh, here's teal here. Oh, cute. I know it as pink and black. That's so funny. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what'd they do? Let me see. As part of Hallmark Channel's Countdown to Christmas, the television channel and Warm Up America have teamed up for the Stitched with Sweets initiative to create fun and cozy scarves to donate to women's shelters. The network has also donated $10,000 to the foundation to support the charity. That's awesome. I designed the scarf patterns and instructions inspired by the Countdown to Christmas theme and color palette. Mugs of hot cocoa decorated with candy, canes, and hearts. I also wanted this campaign to be accessible, so I created an alternate scarf design with more basic rectangular sections. With both of these patterns, you can make a whole scarf to donate or even just sections, and Warm Up America has volunteers to help seam the piece. That is awesome, actually. Yeah, because sometimes, like when you crochet, then you have to, what's called fasten off. You know, sometimes you have to put things together or sew them together. But that is crazy. That's so cool. Let me see. You can find all the free patterns in a instructional YouTube video for the crochet mug and a dress. That is awesome. This is older, but that is, what a cool thing that was set up. Oh my god. I cannot. That is actually so funny. All right. So let's see here. What is this connected to? That's a really good question right now. What do you... It's like, I thought this thing was like... Alright, time to just grab the bag. Okay. Because I have like the bag of like whatever mid projects and this and that on the to-do list. And here I have also like my cotton ones. Wait, here's, I don't know. Here's another square. Or no, rectangle, sorry. A random yarn rectangle. A sign of a yarn user. That is for sure. We have like purple. But yeah, I have some of like the basic colors that I have over there. Maybe I'll just grab one of those because this bag is being complicated. I also have some like pastel cute tones and stuff. But yeah, I mean, and yarn itself is also not like too expensive, which is what makes it so easy to accumulate. That's how I'm gonna explain it. That's how I'm gonna explain it. But yeah, let's see. The thing with crochet is that it builds up really fast because I remember trying to learn knitting and it wasn't happening. Quite frankly, it wasn't happening. So let's see here. Actually, yeah, like what does it want you to do first? Or I guess it's just kind of like these instructions are kind of just for the different pieces. So you can make everything separate and then just put it together later. So like it says here, ears, make 2. And then they also have, yeah, the tail, the bandana. Yeah, because the bandana looks really cute. And the little feeties got like the pink and the black. Yeah, this is assembly. It says here. But yeah, this one's pretty cute. But there's like a ton of these online if you also want to get started. Oh, this is fun. Like it's a freaking pouring literally right there. And that used to be a thing that I did when I was like learning. where it was what do you call it? I don't know anymore, but so okay. So let's see here. So we have the tail, the eyes with white yarn. Maybe I should grab the white yarn. I'll just grab the black yarn for now. It's kind of like an off-color white. Be good for something else. But I do have yellow and white, so that works. We have some basics to work with. Maybe I'll start with like the eyes or something. I don't know. Get us started into the magic ring life, which there's like two known techniques of the magic ring. Let's see. I just don't have a lot of time. I'm like, all right, let me get rid of these examples. They're gonna go over there. And this is kind of just like a basic, pretty common thing. So let's see. The thing with yarn too is that they come in separate, they're called weights. So this is considered like a medium 4. And because depending on like basically how thick the yarn is, it kind of determines what, which crochet hook you use. Because if you have like a thick yarn, then you need like a larger crochet hook. So let's see. So this is actually an F. So maybe I should grab my H. What does it say actually on this pattern? Is that what it wants you to use? I think it said like a sport weight, which I think is kind of like what we're doing. Yeah, worsted weight, acrylic, size. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Fabric-tac glue. I do have that somewhere. As far as that goes. Yeah, so the Super Saver, which you can find that anywhere. You can find that at pretty much any yarn store. Or honestly, even like Walmart or whatever. You can find those things anywhere. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's my J that I think I usually use. I don't know, because the hooks come in all sorts of sizes. Like this is an N. So they come in like a size based on like an alphabet. So it's like an N. This is an F. As far as that goes. As examples, we teach rins around here. Yeah, because I got in this set. Huh. I had an H. Does it actually have like a suggested thing? Oh, it is H. Okay, I thought I saw it somewhere. That's so weird. That's not my H. You know what? It's probably... That's fine. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna roll with it. Do I have a G? That's a really good question. BF. That just says... Oh, that's a D. Here's an F. That is a C. And that is an E, so... What's this? Just chaos. Just extreme chaos. Okay. Oh my god, this is hot. I'm a little worried about how this will work out. Alright, so maybe I can just size up or whatever. Maybe size down. I'll just make it a little more difficult, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So anyway, so I think I was saying before, like I did try to learn knitting, but I don't know. It just didn't work. So I remember watching like very early like YouTube videos to do this sort of thing. So let's see here. So this is the white. So with the white, Let's see, it says with pink yarn. I have pink yarn up there too. We'll start doing some like the small pieces. So we have the eye. So it says 6 single crochet into magic rings. So let's see now. How magic ring? As I try to remember. Because some people, what they do is like... You're basically just making stitches into like one big circle. So it says single crochet, right? Yeah. So that just means you go through once each. So you just do 1, 2. 3. 4. 5 and 6. But yeah, I got into crochet because it does build up so quickly. It's like you can literally kind of make something in a half an hour if you like really lock in. So this is going to be like the base of the circle, essentially. So I think it should be fine because, you know, that's okay. So it says 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So now we're doubling the amount of stitches already. So we're jumping. So like if this was, yeah, so, and things are done in the thing. Oh, thanks so much, Beankin, for donating $10. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you want me to have a bean, don't you? Check donations. Let's do it. It's bean time. It is bean time. Thank you, Beankin. Damn, who could Beankin be? That is crazy. That is insane. Let's have some gotcha, friends. Okay. It's almost like 50 that come out of here. Man. Alright, let's grab like the green one, I guess. Let's leave that for... Oh. Let's see. Could this be the... No, it's not banana. The question is it going to be a juicy pear? I think it's what's supposed to be. That's not a pear. That is that's not a pear. It's definitely not a pear. I see you're having a lot of fun with these. That's fine. I'll remember this. Oh my god. Yep. That's that was not pear. I can confirm. You pick winners. Oh, thanks so much for the 10 buckaroos. So we're at 310. Yay! But yeah, I fixed it so I can see what the heck is going on. It's difficult. I only have so much around me at a time, okay? That's it. We're having fun. Alright, so let's see. So I gotta find my stitcheroos and then start working on the second line, basically. Which, yeah, amigurumi are usually done, like, in the round, is I guess the term. Whereas, right? Are they always called rounds? Can you tell I haven't crocheted in a while? I also don't think I have... Do I have my markers? That's a really good question. I don't know where they are. Let's see. I do that, right? Hopefully. Oh, and the other cool thing is, like, if you make a mistake, like, all you have to do is just pull the yarn and it just unravels. Not sure there's supposed to be a sound. So there is a sound. I think it's not playing because I'm not using, like, my system sound today, but that's fine. As long as I know what's going on, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. But it's basically just the anime. Wow! You know that one. Wow, 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 wow. It's basically that one, so that way I know, you know, what's happening. I'll see if I can fix it for next time or whatever. Or if I was using, like, system sounds on the other scene, then you would probably hear it, but that's okay. That is A-okay. Alright, so we got 1, 2. 3, 4. Which for me, that's why this is such a challenge. Keeping track of numbers. I'm not good at that. But I still enjoy crocheting, because you can make really cool things. Let's see, 5 and 6. And these stitches are gonna be pretty tight because technically this is like a hook that's smaller. Because it's kind of between the hook size 7. Between the hook size and the yarn size. Depends on how, like, huge your project's gonna be. Okay, so that should be 6, 7. And then 8. Wait, that can't be right. That's supposed to be on the... Wait. See? I'm bad at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it is 7. I think I was supposed to probably swap sooner. Am I good? Oh, I did go over here, maybe. I don't know. Alright. 7, 8. You know, we're just gonna roll with it for now. We're gonna see what happens. And it's funny too, because most of the time, like unless there's something really weird with the pattern, usually it's just your own mistake in the end. Let's see, 9, 10. Because I remember actually the Santa hat that I wore for the other streams. When I was initially making it, I got really angry because it just wasn't coming out right. Because it was something that was like in 3 pieces. So the way it was designed was, if I remember right, it was like 2 big pieces for like the cute little like things, the tails on the Santa hat. There was 2, and then there was the base. And I'm doing like the little tail thing, and it didn't come out the first time. And I'm like, this pattern's stupid. This pattern sucks. And then I was like, all right, I'll try it again. And then I tried it like a second time, and it came out correctly. I'm like, okay, it was just a skill issue. Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes it's just either, you know, if you miss something really important or something, or you just screwed up on one line, it just doesn't come together. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. It feels, yeah, okay, so we are at 12 here. You can see it's already like a little baby circle. And we're only on round 2, so. Okay, so it says, so now it's a 2 and a 1, and we're going up to 18. You know, and this is how it goes with kind of increasing or decreasing. There is like, because you have to make a, you know, it's a pattern. It's a pattern of how to move these things around, you know. All right, so let's see. So it is 2 and then 1. So we go 1, 2. And then 3. Simplify. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like I was saying before, I can't believe it's already like a week into May. Crazy. Crazy stuff. I was even thinking, I'm like, dang, I think most of the anime season, we're already halfway through, aren't we? I'm like, I'm so not like... It's crazy stuff. One, 2, and 3. Because the thing with watching the animes, they keep having like so many every season now. So I really try to tone down, at least I do. I try to tone down as much as possible what I want to see. Like at least the amount of shows. Sometimes it's really difficult. Yeah, we're 5 up. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang, we're like basically halfway through the season. Like that's crazy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We just started checking out the Demons in the Shadow Realm one, which I actually had read the first episode. I had read the first chapter or two back when it released. I didn't even remember it was made by the Full Metal Alchemist author at all whatsoever. And it's really good so far. We're actually pretty impressed. I don't remember what didn't grab me or the time frame that it released, but I just didn't keep up with the manga at all. And but stuff are really good so far. It's definitely been really fun. So let's see. I think I'm doing a 1, 2. We'll see. Has really like that strong shonen vibes. It's a good time. Oh, it's actually coming out pretty good. Hey, I think I didn't screw up round 3. It's still a circle. We're doing great. So let's see, round 4. So now it's 2 single crochet in the next, and then 2 like single crochet for the next 2 stitches is what it's saying. And we're only going up from 18 to 24. So it's kind of how it goes. It's very much in like patterns of like 2s and 3s and 4s for the most part. You know, depending on the actual like whatever the heck you're doing. So let's see here. So it'd be 1, 2. Then 3 and 4. As you can tell, for me, I gotta simplify this shit for my own brain, so it's in 4s. It's usually how I do these things. Let's get some more yarn prepped up and ready. Pulling out of the middle. Got like a freaking thing with my nail. I'm like, all right. Okay. Yeah, so that's like the first 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to remember. I used to have like a thing for marking, but that's fine. I'm just gonna put a hair clip thing here for now. Because now that we're getting like a lot more stitches, I do have to keep track of where each round starts and begins for sure. So I don't completely lose track at this point. Sometimes it's a little easier when you're not using like a single color, you know, because then if your brain kind of follows like the way the colors are or whatever. But anyway, the point is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we just keep it that simple. And it just builds up until something really cool happens. Actually, when I last did I actually have done a crochet stream before. This was back, way back. I had gotten the Pusheen kit. And I was trying to think. I don't even know where it is. I don't know. I don't remember what I did with it. So I was trying to think like, oh, I should bring it for stream. Like, I don't know where that thing is right now. let's see, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. So I could not locate it for this stream. It must be somewhere. It's somewhere. I was actually even looking, because when I got that, I also got a cross stitch kit, and I have that one. I have no idea where it is. Absolutely no clue. Because I was thinking about maybe trying it again, because I was watching Melodis, who stops by sometimes. She's working on this project. I'm like, man, that looks so pretty. I'm like, I should actually try to figure out the cross stitch thing. It was like a really simple one, and I don't know what it was. Like, my brain could not wrap my head around it. Sometimes it just no worky. No worky. So and that's how it felt also with knitting. Knitting, it's like I sat down, I look in the instructions, and then my brain is like, nope. That's not happening. Like I just couldn't understand it for whatever reason at the time. Knitting felt more complicated to me. Although I feel like knitting is the more like popular one. It's definitely more common, I think. Let's see, 3, 4. So but there is a lot of like, you know, paying attention and then this and that. I don't know. So let's see here. Another 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I skip something somewhere? 2. But that's okay. We'll get there one way or another. 3 and 4. Actually, no, it might be correct actually. Unless I'm missing like 1. But I think I was doing pretty good there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I mean, it's 24. Yeah, so I think I did okay. So we got up to 24. So the next one is 2 single crochet. And then 1 single crochet in the next 3. So now it's by 5s. So it's math. It's all math at the end of the day. Mathematical magic. Mathematical magic. And then actually, this is the last line for this one. So that's actually not too bad. Not too bad for one little eyeball. Because at least for this project, like if you look at the images, I was gonna say you could probably like maybe use like the felt black for like the eyes, even if like the middle of your thing isn't any good, but you know. Yeah, you could still work around that. I was gonna say, because I still have like a little bit of a gap technically, but whatever. We're not gonna worry about it. It's no big. So 2 and then an extra 3. So wait, what you're telling me is that crochet is just Sesame Street counting? Yes. And that's why even I can handle it. That's the secret. That's the secret. Oh, you know what I also do to mark the lines is I'll take a separate color and I'll just do like this. I'll just have like the yarn sitting at the end of the previous line. So you can also do stuff like that. But yeah, basically it's very simple, like counting up to whatever. It's basically what it is. So even you too can pick up crochet, I promise. So 2 and then 3, so to 5. So say we got 1, 2, and now we gotta go 3, 4, 5. Even thinking about it when I was doing this now, I'm like, dang, no wonder I could kind of do this, because it's like visual math. too, at least for me. Because that's something I realized a couple years back, is that, you know, like I've always struggled with math because, and for me, I'm always visual. Like I don't know, it just doesn't work the same. So I remember going to my friend and I'm like, damn, I wish I actually had like, you know, 20 of this item and 10 of that item, and then I can just physically move them, and then it just makes more sense to me that way. Like if it's just like a physical item of some kind. But it's just not that simple. So 6, now we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. And we just continue building up. You know, and that's the thing, like, where it's like, I didn't know I had ADHD or whatever, but it makes so much sense now. It's like, oh yeah, no wonder I needed, like, a visual. I literally cannot mentally hold the numbers. That's what I struggle with. I can do, like, very simple math okay, but when it comes to, like, I actually have to calculate, so I have to sit down with a calculator or spreadsheet. I have to take my time with it, work out the problem. I just can't mentally do it. I could do it on paper, but I cannot mentally do it. And it's definitely one of those things, like yeah, obviously things got easier. We did eventually have calculators in all our pockets. But they told us that wasn't going to happen. We were kids. Who's the fool now? But but even like with that, even though like we have like this whole, you know, culture now that we're surrounded with calculators and this and that, I mean, it makes everything easier. But even so, like, you still have to understand how to work out, like, the problems, you know, even if you have a calculator. So it's to be that basic understanding there for sure. Last thing too is, you know, you just have to give yourself some grace. Like I think I mentioned last time, like I used to berate myself just like others in my life did, and you know, eventually I had to. I actually in most recent years I've had to stop the perfectionism. Stop the perfectionist behavior. It's not gonna work out. You cannot. Things are not perfect, so you just have to not worry about it anymore. You know, and it's just those small things that make, I think, a huge difference in the long run. You know, forgive yourself for mistakes, own up to them, and just move forward, you know? Say 3, 4, 5. Because you know what? If you make a mistake, it happens. It'd be that way. You know, some mistakes, yeah, you can't move back from. but most things, honestly, like, you know, I used to feel, or I was made to feel like, you know, every mistake was like, oh my god, the worst thing ever. But I mean, mistakes are just mistakes. You know, I think we put too much pressure on ourselves because maybe we're surrounded by that sort of thing. You know, maybe we're pushed to try and do the super duper betterer. But we just gotta learn to vibe. That's crazy. we as a society need to chill. So let's see. So we got one little circle. It's not too bad. I think it might not be perfect, but that's okay. We're not looking for perfect. We're just making something for funsies. So, I'm not gonna worry too much about, so it does say fasten off leaving a long tail, so yeah. So when you want to fasten off, in this case, I'm just gonna give it like a shit ton of yarn. Usually when it says leave a tail, it's because it wants you to sew something. And you can just basically reuse the yarn to sew. You don't really have to go find more yarn to sew with. You're already working with the yarn. So, it just makes sense. So you gotta just tie off the end, as they say, fasten off. And then when you have like extra yarn like this, yeah, actually take I'll free this little needle. And this is called like a tapestry needle. Like you don't, unless you're working like really small, you don't really use like regular needles. These are called tapestry needles. They're bigger needles that you work with. And they're actually not even sharp. I mean, they are if you know. But if you're going to, I mean, I guess anything is sharp if you know, you try to get crazy. But in this case, you can kind of just hide the yarn in itself, which is fun. So like, let's see. I'm not trying to choose which side to hide it in. I might do the other side. So I'm going to bring the yarn to the other side here, and then I can just kind of like weave the yarn in itself. I can even try to go like across to fill in the gap. And pretty simple. Really simple. So already kind of like closing that out. Kind of like going back and forth across the stitches. Then we kind of filled in that gap already a little bit. So that's why, like, when it comes to like making circles and magic circles and this and that, especially for crochet, like it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. You can kind of work around it. Or just hide it with more yarn. It's very forgiving. And then you can kind of just hide the rest in here. Why did the music stop? Is this track still playing? No. Oh, did it like go through the whole album? Is that way? I haven't like a shuffle, but let's see here. It says turn. I'm afraid to turn repeat on because then I might just repeat the same song. So I don't know. I'm just using like a thing for a playlist right now. A random thing for a random playlist. Oh, and the fun part also about these is like when you're doing these kind of projects is like, you know, from here, we already like hid more than enough. It should be pretty fastened off from the start. So you kind of just clip it, or even if you just like hide the yarn underneath, it's kind of whatever. So this is part 1. Part 1 of like 10. I don't know where to put this. Put this down here. And then we can just make the other one. And then we can just start making another eye. Put this down. Here we go. Earbuds like popping out. Okay. But here we go. And every project always starts the same. One slip stitch. Make one slip stitch and work it from here. And some people also do the magic ring using this initial slip stitch too. Which is, it's kind of what you do where like you make one extra one and then you work within like the first one, and then there's like this other way. I'm trying to remember the other way. Because there's like a way to do it and then it like fastens off really nicely. I was trying to remember it offhand earlier. Let's see. Oh, you know, some people, they also do like a thing where like you do it, everything like on the hook, and then you also like take it off and it makes all kinds of crazy shit you can do. So I'll just work within the thing again, similar to last time. I just didn't really leave a gap, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's right. That's the other thing I do. Oh, wait, I think that's the other thing I do. Hold on. I think I usually work in this part of the previous stitch. And that's how I can fasten it off. Let's see. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I think it's this part. It's like the back loop of like the previous one. Kind of just rearranging the yarn. Okay. So I start off with 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Yeah, I think this is what I couldn't remember earlier. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, and this is already like a tighter thing, and then from here, I think it should work. That's the same shit. That's fine. It's kind of just doing the same shit, but that's okay. Okay. So 2. So now we do, again, we're doing 2 in every single stitch. Doing the same shenanigans. Because it really is all about just kind of like repetition. So let's see. So the stitch is being awkward. Let's see if I did this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is the first stitch. Yeah, because this one's just being weird. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to work with it. We're just going to work with it. Let me also this time also try this. Okay. So here is like the first stitch of the row, and you don't necessarily even have to leave like the needle in it. You can kind of just, what I usually do is I usually have like a smaller piece of yarn, and just kind of like leave it as a marker or something that I do. So that's number 1. So we're gonna do number 2, and then we just keep counting to 2 again. 5 more times. That's how it goes. But it's definitely just one of those things that it can be pretty relaxing. There are a lot of like groups, sometimes at like libraries and things like that. I was like, damn, did I already screw? Hold on. I lost track already. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five and 6. It can be relaxing. It can also be really annoying. When you're doing like a very repetitive pattern, you know, it's definitely one of those things like you could do like just watching something because you're just going back and forth, back and forth. But when you're doing these sorts of things, especially like in the rounds, you definitely kind of have to pay attention. Just a bit. Just a tad. Okay, and then this should be the last set of 2. Because I have the marker there, and here we go. And it's another little baby circle. Love baby circles. So let me have to cut this. So you can also just like, you can basically, you know, because they do sell markers, round markers, crochet markers, blah blah blah. You could just use yarn to mark it. You don't really need anything special. Okay, so now we're on to round 3. So then we're back to the patterns of 3. So let's get some more yarn ready for the round and all that. And when it comes to this, I'm just unraveling it out of the spool like this. Some people, they have like maybe like little, I don't want to say like plates, but like jars or almost like pitcher looking things, or like a bowl. So I think some people, I think they're called like yarn bowls. And sometimes they have like a thing that has like a section you could just pull the, keep going with the yarn out of it. It holds the yarn for you and all that. And it's pretty cute. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna do another 1, 2. 1. And you can actually even like use like smoother hook to kind of do the marking. You know, because you can actually, yeah, that's what I should do. Put, oh my god, doing this messily, but that's fine. Anyway, point is, you gotta just use yarn to mark your shit. You don't gotta get crazy with new things, with the new toys, but new toys are fun too. So don't knock yourself if you want the new toys. Go for them. There are really cute like stitch markers. That's what they're called out there. Because they're also used for knitting. And I feel like for knitting, it's probably a lot more complicated. Because knitting can end up, I think, with a lot of stitches. So you kind of don't want to lose your place there. I know even if I was doing like crochet or something, like I would be like, I need to finish this line first before I can move forward. Okay, so that's the first 3. And it's just little repetitions like that. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Because if you want like a big project, then that's when, you know, you just keep like doubling up for a while. You just keep going. Yes, it's 3. Okay. So I am trying to like... trying to keep my place. We're kind of getting there. Ba ba ba. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. But crochet is definitely really chill. But yeah, I feel like more people know about knitting or whatever. I don't know why. Not really certain why. I feel like I looked it up once, but I don't know. It's been too long. It's been way too long. And the one thing I just cannot seem to get into at all is sewing. I have had a sewing machine like 2 or 3 times in my life, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's one of those things that I just have no idea. I don't know. Just can't do. I just could never like really get it in such a way, like done in such a way that I was happy with it. Okay, so that was round 3, so now we're up to round 4 already. So also, since I had like this marker here, I could just leave it here because it tells me kind of like the whereabouts-ish of where the round is starting and going. So now, yeah, so we're on round 4. So now it's 2 and 2. Because you're always working into your previous line, which is also where it matters, because then like if maybe you miscounted on one round, and then you're on the next one, and then it's like, why is there so many extra stitches? Like, it can be a problem. You may want to go back and fix something like that. Kind of depends on the project. You can get away with it. Because I know I've definitely tried to get away with some shenanigans. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. And people always do seem to take notice, I feel, of like custom or like unique hats, or things like that. Especially in winter time, you might see like some cool scarves. Like if you saw the one like I showed for like Twinkie Chan, like it stands out. Like it looks cool. It's very unique looking. But I don't know, there's something about like the handmade stuff, you know? And especially these days with you know, like, oh, AI. So I mean, I feel like AI has its place. I just don't think it should be everywhere the way it is now. I don't think it should be as demonized as it is, but there are a lot of, unfortunately, shitty things it's being used for, so it's understandable. You know, because I think a really good example is like for translation. I think, or trying to communicate, or like for translation or communication, I think it can be kind of good for that. Like, especially with just trying to communicate with people. Like, you know, like that's important. For stuff like art and all that, like, obviously we're where we are today. It would be nice if it was only used for concepts. But we're way past that point. Just how it is. Let's see. 2. I think I did this right. We'll see. See in a second. I think so. I think so. 2, 3, 4. Still looking pretty good. But yeah, it does seem like people are looking more for like handmade stuff, more hand-done stuff, DIY stuff these days. Go figure. Let me see real quick. So now it's 2 and 3 on the last round. Yeah, so I was gonna say it's like I was surprised when I was actually setting up to put the ACEOs for the charity, like I haven't done them in forever. I actually used to have a bunch of them. One of the redeems was supposed to be giving away some of my older ones, but then I wasn't too sure about them, so I figured custom things might be a little better. But, you know, they're basically like trading card size pieces of artwork. And so anyway, when I was checking it out and, you know, seeing like, oh, is still even like a thing if I call it that, apparently I guess it kind of became a thing on TikTok, of all places. Like selling, you know, like kind of like trading art or selling them to each other over TikTok. I'm like, that's actually kind of cool to know about. That's actually kind of neat. You know, because I do not browse the TikToks or shorts. If I get into that, that's it. I'll never get anything done again. I actually don't have like any social media on my phone. Because a couple of years ago I realized that it just sits in my brain too much, so I stopped doing that. I actually used to be like obsessed with my Instagram feed, quite honestly. I had to always keep on top of it. And I was like, you know what? I can't keep doing this shit. Got one more single. Yeah. So, and that's the funny part is like over the years, I've continuously adjusted habits and things to try and, you know, relieve any mental health issues. It's always something. It's always something. It's always something on the mind or something grinding your gears, you know. That's just natural. But it's kind of all about like how we handle it at the end of the day, you know, as best as we can. But we do our best. We are doing our best out in these parts. Because what I will say is I made like a lot of adjustments in my life that did make a lot of things easier. You know, I just didn't realize how much of a difference it would be, but it's a really big difference. And I think that's also, yeah, the shorts. But I think that's also why, shit, what was I saying? It's like 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We'll just focus on 3, 4, 5. But oh yeah, that's why I think it's important to have like awareness more so on like what could be what for mental health concerns, you know, what symptoms are related to certain things and why. Because like I said, at least for me, like I had absolutely no idea I had it. So I didn't know what, you know, I don't know what was wrong in the first place. You know, then once you got the knowledge, you can use that to get better or stronger, you know? Just make adjustments and then just make things so much more tolerable. That's really what it came down to. You know, learning to actually manage my time. Like, we had something to do the other week, and, like, I wanted to do something else at the time. Oh, what's up, Iron? Oh my god. It's been a while. What's up, Iron? How are you? How goes it? I hope you've been having a great week so far, Iron. How are you? We're having some chill time. We're doing some fundraising. We are at over 300 buckaroos. So I'm doing the onesie and crochet, and we're doing some stuff. During my day over. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Enjoy that time to yourself. That shit's all yours. So yeah, we're having a chill time. We got the fundraisers linked in the pinned messages on the platforms, and just chilling and talking about whatever. We're just yapping. Damn, did I get to 5 there? I don't know. Let's continue for now. So I'm doing I got this cute pattern for P-chan from Ranma 1/2. From Ranma 1/2. Let me see. Yeah, that is that. Okay. I should fix this. Let's squeeze that together a little bit. On the other scenes I have it at the bottom, but I figured I would move the chat to the side on this scene. We'll just do it like that. Just move it off to the side a little bit. But yeah, we got Peach in here. So far we have where is it? We're one eye. We are 2 eyes in. Let's see how far along we can get. See how far along. Although this one doesn't seem too bad. Let me scroll back down. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I think I was starting at the next one, right? We're somewhere. That's okay. Which I don't know if you all have seen the reboot or remake of the Ranma 1/2, but it's really good. It is really, really excellent. It's been an absolutely amazing time. Whether you've seen it originally or not, doesn't matter. It's been so long since I've seen any of the episodes, like it just didn't really matter to me. I don't remember anything. At least as far as details go, but when I see certain characters, I'm like, oh yeah, it's this character. This gimmick, this bit. That's just really funny to think about. Let's see. Okay, so I did, I think, mess up the circle somewhere on the edge there, because not a perfect circle like the other one, but that's okay. I think it actually still looks pretty good. I feel like we could probably fasten it off there. Yeah, they made a reboot. I think it was like 2 years ago now. They have 2 seasons out. Let me see. Let's check real quick. Ranma 1/2. Reboot. But it's so cool seeing everything in like the newer animation techniques. They also did Urusei Yatsura already. And that was also really good. And it's because it's also such an old series, both of them. I wasn't sure if they were gonna like adapt them to anything modernized or anything like that. They didn't, honestly. I think they made very minimal changes, if any, to both series. But it still translates really well. It's just so funny. Like, I don't know. I forgot just how like episodic it really was, and just how like over the top it was. Like it really didn't take itself seriously at all. What's this? Oh, there's already a trailer for season 3. So I guess we're moving towards season 3. We notice ads aren't being displayed. Yeah, I'm not running ads, thank you. I like how this article started about Netflix and anime. Netflix shows anime, but oh yeah, it's done by Mappa, which Mappa's a very good studio too. So I think we still have to finish, I think, season 2. But I guess season 3 is pretty close, or maybe. The first trailer of Ranma 1/2 season 3 puts a major spotlight on one of the franchise's most anticipated rivalries, Ranma versus Ryoga. So that definitely sounds cool. I haven't seen the trailer yet. And all that. So yeah, this was originally... Ranma 1/2 first aired in 1989. What the hell? Yeah, and then the reboot debuted in 2024. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago. While the original anime by Studio Dean, oh my god, it was Dean back then, went for over 160 episodes, the new adaptation is taking a more focused approach, pulling directly from the manga while refining pacing and character moments. So yeah, like there's a couple of like really minor adjustments, but everyone's pretty much like as you expect them to be. And it's just really cool. Can't wait for the Cowboy Bebop. I'm actually shocked that hasn't happened by now. Especially since Trigun has already happened. I wonder if they're too afraid to touch that one. I wouldn't even blame them. I would say they should just leave it alone. I really don't think everything needs to be rebooted. Personally. I just do not. It is not that necessary, but we got, let's see. We got the second eye here. I could do the extra things with the yarn later. I was kind of just showcasing it before. So we got the second eye done. But yeah, I really don't know if we're going to have like a Cowboy reboot at all. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't. I feel like out of all the series, they should probably just leave that one alone because it's fine. That one can just be. That one can just chill. It's already perfect. So let's see. What do I want to start here next? Do I want to start some of the bigger pieces? Maybe we'll do like the ears or something real quick. Maybe we'll do that. Where is... Yeah, it's down here. If it's never touched, it can't be... I mean, yeah, like who's talking about the live action Cowboy Bebop? Let's think about that. No one's talking about. Just like live action Death Note. No one acknowledges it anymore. It can't hurt me. It can't hurt me like this. Oh, here's the other thing. You could also use like you know, like the twisty ties also as markers. I also use these a lot. Sometimes because sometimes you get like those little tiny ones for some things. I'll use that too. So let's see here. Let's try to see. This would be good for like the lighter colors, but well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know, whatever. Alright, so let's start. Let's do like more like let me see. Is there something else I don't have to make a circle right now? It's probably all circles. That's the one thing with amigurumis, that they're basically all circles. Let's see. What does this say? Oh, this starts from like the bottom, moves up because it starts with the pink yarn. So there's still the body, the legs, the nose, the ears, the tail. I could do the tail really quickly, actually. Maybe we'll do that. Change it up. Change it up. But yeah, like I feel like Cowboy Bebop out of all series, like we could just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. The Trigun reboot has been really interesting though, because Like, I really don't remember details from, like, the first showing of it. But I had heard, like, it wasn't really, like, a one-to-one anyway, so I didn't really, I don't know. I felt like it didn't really matter. But with the current one, it seems like I think it's supposed to be a more true adaptation. It's definitely really interesting. But there's just, like, I don't know, there's some stuff that's actually, I feel, it comes across, I feel like, a bit more cliche than I expect. Or it's just a bit too, like, I don't know, a bit too, like happy. Like things get resolved way too easily for some of, like, these evil characters. But I guess it's kind of like the point of, like, Vash just changing these people for the better or something. I mean, I guess that's a part of it anyway. Alright, let's see here. So for the tail, we're just going to make a chain and some single stitches, which isn't too bad. Dude, lurker, dude, no problem. Thank you so much for lurking. Thanks so much for hanging out. Get those chores done. Let's see. So this one we go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember the other method of the thing. Try to see if I can just remember off memory, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I actually did 10. This one's harder to count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is one more. Okay. 10. Then it says 2 single stitch in second chain from hook. And then you finish up across. Okay. What's up, Burnt Foods? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome on in. Hello. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out. We're doing some shenanigans. Because what else is there to do? What is there to do in this day and age? But yeah, we're doing some fun stuff. I got the charity fundraiser going on. Not sure if you have checked that out yet. But we are doing our crochet and onesie streams all together. I would like to try to do some of the giveaways for crochet, so maybe I'll see if I can figure that out. Maybe for a later stream. I'll probably maybe do, like, some simple stuff to do giveaways. Because I'm also trying to figure out the things and stuff, because it's just not that simple at times. Okay, so like this one, I want you to actually skip a chain. So usually when I work off chains, I actually kind of work on, like, the back of it. I just find it a little easier. It's just, I'm just having a hard time with this yarn. Okay, so we do 1, 2. Because I don't usually do, like, crochet and art streams, but for charity we will. For charity we will. That kind of changes things up. You know, because most of us do the gamerings, and I enjoy doing the gaming, but it's nice to also change it up and do some other things. So I'm going to see what I'm going to do in the, for the rest of the year as far as that goes. Fixing up some things, changing up the content. Because I did start like a blog myself, actually. I technically started last year, but I finally kind of actually started working on it this year. At least getting it up and running. So, you know, that's a thing going on. I do have the new Discord up and running for content and the stream and all of that. I don't remember if I fixed the command, but I know it's on the Twitch panel. So kind of rebuilding all over the place. So we have the ability to rebuild. Look, we have a perfect little, like, rectangle thing going on. for the tail. Looks pretty good. Looks perfect. So even if it doesn't say it, I usually leave more than enough yarn. Unless I'm running out of yarn. Then that's a different story. But even here in this case, you could even take like the other yarn tail and just throw it through there. Do that shit. Here we go. So now we have 2 eyes and a tail. So let's see here what we got. We got the ears. We got other stuff. Maybe we should get started with the body. It's gonna start with the magic. I wonder what... I didn't think about it. Is the body just a whole one thing? I think it's a whole thing. Oh my god, it's like almost 40 rounds. This was a terrible idea. Let's see. Does it start? I think it starts at the nose. Yeah, I think it starts at the nose and then builds up and around. Oh my god, it goes all the way up to 48 stitches. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it starts. So reading the pattern, it starts at the nose because this is kind of small, and then it builds up, and then it goes into the back. Gotcha. Is 48 a ton? It's a lot to count. It's a lot to keep track of. But the thing is, like, once, so like it says here, so it says here is in basically in line 12. Uno don't, yeah. You go up to 48, and then it says for round 13 to 32. So for a lot, you're just going to be doing the same repetitive thing. So it's not too bad in that aspect, because it's really just about building up and then building back down. And then the middle just kind of is. So you just have to, like, repeat it. Yeah, uno, dos, san, yeah. So, okay, so I feel like we can start the body, and then if I'm feeling like mentally bored or something, I'll swap to the bandana or something for a bit. I think that's fine. We just have to keep our place. Sansi, yeah, so funny as shit. So like we play Zenless Zone Zero, and there's like a character, well, there's like a persona called like Sanzi. And it only hit me maybe like a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, wait. San. Z. San is like 3 in Japanese. Oh my god, it's ZZZ. Oh my god, it's the name. It's ZZZ. It's like crazy. Mind-blowing. Like, it's just those funny little things that's like, it's just staring at you in the face. And then one day it just punches you. One day it just punches you in the face. Sometimes it be that way. Alright, so let's see. So when I'm doing like bigger projects like this, I usually start with like a big extra tail just in case like I need that later for whatever. Because you never know. So let's see here. Oh, I think that's what it was. Hold on. I'm trying to remember how to do that other magic ring, but this one's a little more annoying. Okay. Yeah, you kind of work into like your first slip stitch. That's what it was. All right. Let's do it for this one. Trying to remember old ass techniques. I do this like once a year. Because maybe that's something, because I've always wanted to, I actually, admittedly, like, I always wanted to do, like donating stuff for, like, shelters or whatever, but I never ended up, maybe that's something we should try to do by the end of the year. What did I just do with that? Maybe that's something to do for, like, a later thing, like, for, around the winter time when it gets colder. It's something to consider donate to, like, shelters or something. Yeah, I was gonna do it the other way. I just remember, I don't like it this way. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna make an extra slip stitch and work with that. All right, so 5 stitches in the magic ring. And then we'll be okay. It's like I'm trying to do the other thing and then I remember why I don't do the other thing. Sometimes you just need that little reminder. Yeah, this yarn, even compared to like the other one, I feel like it's a little messier. It's hard to describe. Okay, let's see. So we got 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we get past this. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we are going to double it up. Double it up. Yeah, this one's a little more awkward. Sometimes when you get these acrylic yarns, they could be kind of like awkward unravelly like this. Just kind of gotta work around it. I think for me is like, oddly enough, even though I do like crochet and stuff like that, I don't work with wool at all. I'm actually very highly allergic, which is unfortunate because usually the wool is actually much higher quality. But it is what it is. So we gotta work with what we can. I always felt bad too because it's like people would find out that I, you know, crochet or whatever, and then they get me like yarn, and then it's like, yeah, that's cool. Can't wait to put this, leave this in the bag and leave it in a corner. But thank you for the wool yarn. You know, it's just kind of like the unfortunate reality. I do kind of need to mark, I think, the lines on this one for a bit. Because I can already tell this yarn's going to be a pain in the butt. So we're going to make sure... Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll use the plastic thing, actually. You know what? I think that'll be quicker. Just going to use a twisty tie. Just use shit that's around the house. Reuse that shit. No one cares. Me, actually, I think what I'll do is... Because this is like a longer one. It's the thought that counts, right? Yeah, exactly. It is. Okay. Because until like this actually builds up to something. Usually when you start these things, it can be a huge pain in the ass because they're so tiny and, you know, things go flying. So coordinated. Melodic Noodles! Thank you so much for the raid, Melodic Noodles! Welcome! Welcome on in, raiders. How are you? It's a ramen raid! Hell yeah! I love ramen. That is awesome. Welcome on. Hold on to your noodles. Oh my god, I love it. I love this. I have yarn. It kind of looks like noodles. Kinda. We can kind of go with that. What's up, Melodic Noodles? How is your stream? Melodic Noodles is also a fellow Mental Health Bloom streamer. Da-da-da-da-da. Make it to the thing and stuff. Well, come on in. What did you get up to during your stream? Oh, you're just... Thank you, Death. I was about to do it. What were you up to this stream today? Hope you had a good stream. Hope you'll have a good chilled time. It's almost the weekend. Stream is good. Hope everything is well today. We did some karaoke. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I love karaoke. Karaoke's fun. Did you do any like favorite song or fun songs that you look forward to doing? Because that's always fun. That's really nice. But yeah, Melodic News is also part of the Mental Health Blooms stream team, as we all are raising for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Today we're like over here, we're doing the onesie and crochet stream for some redeems and all that fun stuff. So that is super duper cool. We're all doing super cool stuff this month. But that is cool doing karaoke. I like that. I like karaoke things in so long. I was like, damn, now I'm just thinking, I'm like, because we usually do like a hangout once a month with some friends. I'm like, damn, I wonder if there's like a karaoke place or something. Like just for fun. Like maybe, like I wonder if there is something to look for like that. I have no idea. Karaoke used to be my favorite, like I'd have my birthday party and be at home. We would rent like a little karaoke machine. So many songs are your favorite. That's good. That's good. Any like super duper favorites? The super duper. I'm like fighting this yarn. That's what I'm doing. No, I did one. Okay. Cause it's kind of falling apart and it's kind of hard to see. So I'm like trying to wrap my brain noodles around this. But that's cool. I feel like I would only just sing old songs though, but that's okay. That or Disney. I actually love singing like musical songs. So like Phantom of the Opera, I like singing songs from that, or like most Disney movies. Like if I'm just in a mood, me too. Hell yeah. If I'm just in a mood, like I'm just like, man, it's just one of those days and I have to sing. Sometimes you just have those days, right? You know, I will like fire up like karaoke videos on YouTube, and I just get it out there, let it out. There's a YouTube channel. Shoot, what is his name? What is his name? I'm trying to remember now. But he does like one half of like the music. It's something sings. I want to find him though, because I do like his channel, so I do kind of want to shout him out. Oh, Clark on Stage. Clark on Stage on YouTube. Like I'll pull up one of those things and I'll do like one half or whatever, and like because he's doing like the other half, like if it's like a duo song, it's really fun. I think it's fun. But yeah, I would say if you like karaoke, I would say also check out his channel because it's pretty good. For singing along. For singing along, so that's a fun one. But that's cool. Yeah, I haven't done karaoke in so long. Since I've been doing YouTube for a while, so I always have to be more careful with the stupid music over there. Actually, even my last stream, I had to it's like, oh man, we put in a claim, which was funny because the song that I put, because I put an anime song in, they had claimed it, but it's not on the VOD track. So like I was like, what the heck? Like I know I fixed this not being the VOD track, so I just kind of like appealed it or something, and then it was fine. But it's just so annoying. You sang with his videos before? Yeah. I like his channel. I like Clark on Stage because he always has the musical songs that a lot of them are my favorites, like from Phantom of the Opera and all that. And oh, like Anastasia, that movie. I like that movie. That's a fun one. Journey to the Past and stuff like that. That's one of my favorites. And Once Upon a December. That's another one. I want to upload more covers on YouTube, but there's so many claims. Yeah, like I at one point I want to do covers, and I'm like, damn, what a hassle. And I mean, you can still do it. Like in some cases, it's a claim. It's not a strike. If it's claimed, you just don't make money off it, which is kind of whatever. But you know. It's annoying. Like it's stress. You know what it is? It's adding stress. It's adding stress to something you want to create or do something, and it's like, you know what? I just don't need that in my life right now. So I usually just like, I'm like, whatever. That's gonna be a later Nesi problem. I'm just not gonna deal with that right now. If I want to make that work, I'm gonna deal with that later, or just not. But that's cool if you upload covers on YouTube. I gotta check that out then. I want to check that out. I'll try to check that out after this stream. Yeah, because at one point I was gonna do like a cover, and then I just got too stressed over it. Quite honestly. I was like, you know what, I don't need this stress in my life. But it's really cool. I actually randomly ran into, I forgot what I was looking at. I was looking up something else on YouTube, and the person I ran into, for whatever reason, I ran into a channel with like covers, and it was really cool. Oh, it was English covers of anime songs. That's what it was. And it was pretty cool. Like, I really like when people like do things like that where it's not even exactly the same, or like they change the lyrics. I think those are really fun. Either way, creating is super duper cool. So that's cool that you do that stuff. That is awesome. That's what I love too. Like, one thing I love about streaming is like either just meeting viewers or other streamers that are just doing like really cool creative stuff. You get to find out things like you had no idea about. So, okay. I made it through round 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Oh, round 3 is a little complicated. Let's see. So in back loop only. Yeah, so this is why it's the nose. So it's going to like stick out. So in back loop means you're trying to create like a texture. And it's going to make it like stick out for the nose. So that kind of makes sense. So let's see. So in back loop only, 2 single stitch. Two single crochet in the next stitch. And then single crochet in the following 4 all the way around. So you're not really increasing it all too much, but it's still going to make a difference, especially with shaping it out. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, we're all doing the cool creative things. Or trying. Okay, let's see. So I think I'll do the same thing. I think I'm just going to put the marker at the end of the previous row so I know where I'm ending, more so than where I started. I think it's also a little easier if I'm using this plastic twisty thing for it to sit like that, then it's not as much in my way. Okay, so back loop only. So I gotta freaking pay attention. Man. Oh yeah, and then we have all our extra. Okay, so let's see. So we have to do 2. And that's the cool thing I like with crochet too, is that not only do you like build it quickly, but you can kind of do these really interesting shapes, which you can still kind of do with knitting, but it's just not the same, okay? I'm a little biased though. That's okay, you can call it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's all as we said earlier, Sesame Street counting. Let's see. 3, 4. Like, am I grabbing the loop right? I'm like, oh my god. Three, 4, 5, 6. We're getting there. At least this one's actually pretty quick. And then, let's see if you can see it, but maybe not yet. But it's kind of making like a shape. I'll probably, actually, you know, it'll make more sense later. It'll make more sense later. Like, you know, as a creative, I swear, it'll just make more sense later. I think it's funny, like, especially if you're like in the middle of something and it just doesn't make any sense. Or like if you're like drawing and everything just scribbles or something like that. And it's like, nah, it'll come together, I promise. It'll make sense later. I actually used to be kind of weird with that, admittedly, with in art class in high school. I didn't want people stealing my project ideas. So like we were working on like physical projects, but I would keep everything a freaking mess until the end. Like nothing made any sense until I was done. Because I was like oddly overprotective. Just odd shit that we do. You know? I just remember like the kids would like look at my desk and be like, what the frick is she doing? Why is she doing that? That makes no sense. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. right? Yeah, and then 4. Okay. Triple, double, check. It's like, does it work out that way? That's one thing that confuses me. So 10, unless I mess this up. I mean, the shape seems okay. Oh, we'll figure it out in a row or two. That's gonna be how it is. Because there's 1, 2, 3 left. What did I do? But this, I think it comes a little more clear that, like, it's making a shape like this. That looks like almost like a little cap now. Because it depends on, like, which way you do the next row and all that. Yeah, something about this isn't right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I'm already like a million stitches in. I think I did an extra 2 already at some point. So maybe let's redo this. Because now I am just confused. But it'll be easier to redo. Or actually, you know what? I wonder if, or did I have too many stitches? Maybe that's a better question. Hold on. How many stitches do I have here from round 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Impressive. I already ended up with 12. Maybe that explains that. Holy. See? Just not that simple. It's just not that simple. So let's see. So if I'm already at 12, what the heck did I do? All right, I guess I'll just work in the back loop, and then we'll roll with it. Let's see if this works. I guess I put an extra 2 stitches somewhere. So instead, we're just going to work in the back loop only and see if that comes out closer to what we expected. May or may not have been a little distracted. That's okay. We're making stuffs for funsies. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Yeah, I'm gonna see how far along we're going to get through this body. Let's see, we are about, so right now we are 1 stitch. Yeah, 1 stitch. Ha ha ha. Yeah, basically, unless I'm like constantly counting, but I am trying to be at least mildly entertaining. At least mildly entertaining for everybody, okay? We're doing our best. But that's okay. Let's just get this out of my way, because for whatever reason it twisted the other way, and it's kind of in the way, and I don't know what happened here, but that's okay. So now I just gotta find this pack loop. Yeah, it's kind of difficult with this darker yarn. It's freaking lights everywhere, and I still feel like I can't see. I don't know how that works. All right. And then we just work in this last one. The marker is in. The marker is in my way, so it's gotta go. 2 stitch, yeah. That's what I need. I need a counter. Actually, I do have, you know what? Maybe that's what I should do. I do actually have like a tally counter thing. Maybe, you know, I'm probably actually gonna need this for the later rounds. Because we're gonna have a lot of stitches. Let's see. I've literally never used this. How do we reset this? How does this work? What the heck? Oh, okay, so that's the counter. So how do I reset this stuff? Oh, like this. Oh, neat. Yeah, so maybe this is an idea. That's an idea. Okay. That I just remembered I had. It be that way. It be that way sometimes. Okay. So now this time we're done with round 3. Row 3. So now we have to build back up to 16 stitches. But yeah, maybe I should be using the tally counter. Who knew? That's crazy. Who knew? Who knew these things were possible? That's wild. Okay, so now in round 4 we have 2. Oh, 4. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this body's gonna be a pain in the ass. All right, let's see. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And then that's done 4 times. And then you do a single crochet for 8 within each stitch. Okay. Great. Okay. So we do 1 and 2. And we do that for the first 4 stitches. So let's see. Should I start using? How do I? Let's see. What is this thing for? Not sure. I don't know, but we'll try it. We'll try it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if this helps. Use every visual aid possible. And then we have to do this 2 more times. Okay. Ay, ay. 1, 2. And that's right. Okay, so then 1 more. Okay, okay. At least me looking and I see it says 6. I'm like, okay, I have to do it another time. So I think it's helping. I think it's helping, chat. Also, we are taking let me do this thing. Look quickly. I should make it a freaking button on the stream deck, but I didn't do that yet, so. But also, if you're new to the stream, when we started on Monday, also we started a little chia garden to go along with the month. So it actually is growing. It actually is moving along. So I was going to say also, we're taking names for the for either little axolotl friends or also for the garden. So we're also taking some names. We can rename it for fun. We can also just, you know, have some fun with it. Chat can also suggest some stuff for like a tweet as well. Still, go for it. So let's see. Single crochet in the next 8. Okay, so we want to just hammer out the next 8 stitches basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like confused by this stitch. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Heck yeah. Well, you guys see how it's like working up. It's like a little thing or whatever. Now we made it to round 5. Oh my god. Let's see if we can at least make it to round 13. And then we'll probably take a stretch break soon. I usually stream about like 2.5 to maybe up to 4 hours. So probably be about like I imagine maybe like a 3 3 to 4 hour stream today. So I'll probably take a stretch break soon. Probably in a little bit. I'm trying to see if we can at least move along on this. Let's see. Or I could even see how far I can go along just like hammering it out during a break too. That's also an option. Let's see. Because we're up to round 5 here, which isn't too bad. We have... So also if you're just popping in, we got 2 eye pieces done and a tail. Oh yeah, and if you have no idea what I'm making, it's a free P-Chan pattern from Rama 1/2, which I forgot. I probably should have shared the link at some point. Why is this not like... Okay. So if you're curious what I'm working on, here's the pattern also. I could have done that sooner, but we didn't. Okay, so let me also reset this now that we know how it goes. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. But yeah, we have a few little pieces done. So I just got started on the body. We are up to like here it says like round row. Same difference. Let's see. Round 5, row 5. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I'll do a quick stretch break now because it's been 2 hours. So let's do a quick stretch break. I forgot if this thing has the commands. Let me see this real quick. Let's see. Because you know what I gotta do? There's a couple of things I gotta fix between like getting StreamerBot up and running again with some things. Does that... Okay, yeah, I think that just didn't work last time because... Okay, now I think I remember what the issue was last time that I had. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick stretch break. So around these parts, you know, I just personally don't stream for 10 hours a day. And all that, and we try to hydrate and stretch around here. So I encourage everyone to go get a snack, get something to drink. You know, do something, get a good stretch in. You know, take a break. We want to take breaks around here. So we're going to do that. So take it easy, everyone. We'll be back in just a few moments. You know, just remember to take care of yourselves. Okay, we are back. Oh, this thing's not playing. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, something with the playlist. I think I have to like fix that a little bit. Let's see. Okie dokie. Whew. All right, so we got our stretch in, walked around a bit, and all that. All right, so we are on round 5. Right, yes. Maybe? Yes. Okay. So let's see how far along we can get. I'd like to at least get to round 13, because then it's kind of just repetitive stuff. And then maybe see if we can get the bandana done or something. It's kind of my little goals for now. And then I'll see what else I can finish up like over the weekend and see what else we can do if I you know, because what I wanted to do was like, you know, make some stuff and then like host some giveaways for them. But it's like, damn, I am not finishing this right now, am I? I start with such a big pattern here, but that's okay. So we'll see about that for next week. Next week is going to be RPG week for Mental Health Bloom. So I was going to check out some more Guild Wars Reforged again. I was so drawn. I was like, yeah, I kind of had to make this. So it is what it is. All right, so here we go. So let's see. So I'm going to let's double check our stitches real quick before we continue. Actually, we're gonna triple check before we get a little crazy because I'm a little confused at one thing, but it could just be me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think it's just sometimes it's just the sea of stitches and it's like, what the heck? Because the other thing, because originally what I was gonna do was, if I can grab it. Camera, what are you doing? Originally I got in this thing, which we can still do. I have to see if maybe I'll do it next week or something. Because I've actually never done any of these like I don't know, like these little like diamond paintings or whatever. So I thought that'd be something different. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we feel. All right. So we need to do 2 in the next. Oh my gosh. So we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 times basically. And then just regular single crochet in the next 8. So it seems like because it's trying to make like a certain build up in a certain way here, which is kind of cool. So okay, so we do 1, 2. And then 3. Third is in its own stitch. I should have remembered I had this counter earlier. I forgot originally what I got it for. But it's coming in handy. So we're gonna do another 1, 2, 3 a couple of times. And then just some chill single crochet. Because at least it kind of helps me figure out like where I should be. 2, 3. And also tomorrow, I'm going to be showing up also on Dessandra's stream for Gardic Art, and that'll be at 2 p.m. EST tomorrow. I hope I am on time. I'm going to try. Cause sometimes I just don't wake up in time, but we're gonna do our best here. So let's see. So yeah, so we do this another time. 1, 2, and then 3. Because it's really fun when like it's fun when you know how to like read a pattern, you know, someone's like, even like, I would say even like sheet music. Like if you know music and you're looking at music sheet and you can just like imagine it or see the music. I just think that's neat. So let's see. Oh. So that's, is that correct? Did I do it? 3. So yeah, it should be the first 12. So now it should be the next 8 is just single crochet. Okay, so 1, 2. Super serious time now. The super serious P-chan pattern. 6. 7 and 8. Whoops. Okie dokie. Okay. So now we're up to round 6. Let's fix this up. And then let me mark off this previous stitch here. Which now, like, now you can kind of see, like, what I saw where it's kind of like, this is like the nose area. So it's building up pretty well, actually. It's a pretty good pattern. So let's see. So 2. So now it's 2 and 2. 4 times. Here we go again. My fake marker. Oh, I forgot too. So when I was on break and I was trying to fix my blob of yarn over there, I totally forgot. The other thing also that I use as a stitch marker for marking the round, which I might even start doing for this because this is kind of getting in the way. It's just a safety pin, like. Subscribe now for more tips on how to be more frugal with your crochet. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. This is not the whole piece of yarn. There we go. Okay, so I got 2 and 2, right? Yep. Round 6. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it's just because it's so funny how they market things and it's like, oh, like you need this. Like, no, you don't need this. It's not that necessary. It's okay. You don't have to spend money, I promise. Like, there are so many ways to just not. But sometimes, but I will admit, sometimes it is just easier to pick up the stitch marker. Sometimes it just be that way, you know. Makes sense. Gotta do what's best for you. And only you have that power to figure that out. So 1, 2. Is that already 2? I lost track already. Well, I confused myself. No. I was doing so well. Because I did the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is the 1. Okay. Right? I hate numbers. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Okay, 5, 6, and then that's 7, 8 right there. But I think that's the thing too. It's like I feel like if I knew which stitch was supposed to end at 1, like obviously the answer is right there, but I'm saying like if it just literally told me. Okay. That's just how it is. So now we do this another 2 times. This section. 1, 2. Then 3, 4. And then we're at 12 and we have to do it one more time, right? Because we finish off these shenanigans at 16. I gotta pull out more yarn. Spooling it out. Okay. Because, yeah, these kind of things can be a little, I don't know if I want to say complicated, but, you know. It's got to be a little more alert. A little more challenging. But still not bad. And then 3, and then 4. Here we go. Because it's definitely making like a really clear shape now. With the way they designed this with the face here. Like, it's interesting because I had an idea that we started at the nose, but it's even more interesting to actually see it, like, play out. Okay. So that was the last 4. Just 3, 4. And then we do just regular 8 stitches again. So 2, 3, 4. My gosh. 5. 6. 7, 8. Here we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. Gets to that exciting part of like, damn, I'm making like a thing. It's happening. Okay, so that was 6. So now we're up to 7. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, so my current goal is to I want to reach at least 13 for this body part, and then maybe see if we get the bandana done. Okay, so 7 is, say, 2 and 3. So you see how it's very similar. Like, and once you understand like the patterns, it's like you can make whatever you want. It's basically how it is. You have the power to do whatever the heck you want. Very, very cool power to have. You can make plushies, scarves. Oh my god, I never grabbed the scarf. But that's okay. It's for next time. So we do 2 and then 3. Yeah, so then it goes, say 2 and then 3, 2 and then 8. Yeah, so it's just like different building up because it's building up like the whole like face basically. And then after you finish with the face, then it's just like the body that's the same for a bit. It's starting to make a lot more sense. So we got our first 2 for this one. And then 3. And this yarn's being a little finicky. Sometimes yarn is like really bad. Or like unraveling terribly. Sometimes it's just the quality of it. Sometimes it just happens. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So then that was the first 5. 3, 4, 5. Do this a couple of times. Right? Yes. Okay. 2. Another 1, 2, 3. Then that's it. You can count up to 5. You can basically crochet. It's just that simple. But yeah, it's crazy. It's still like the start of the month. It's already freaking May. I think the problem too, it's so hard to understand that it's May is because like the weather has been so whack. Like we literally had like freeze warnings less than like a week ago. What's up, Loki? Hello. How goes it? How are you doing? 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing some charity redeems. I'm doing some fundraising this month. I don't know if you checked out the link. Yeah, it has been ages. I did start multi-streaming on Twitch again also like last December on and off. So I've been doing weekly streams. This month's going to be twice a week streams. And all of that, but we're doing some charity fundraising this month for the alongside Mental Health Blooms, and we are raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We got some fun incentives. We are over 300 in right now. If we reached another next time there's another threshold of $50, so $350, I get another bonus task to do. You could pull incentives or just really donate, or you know, welcome to lurk, hang out, spread the word. Everything's appreciated. As far as all the shenanigans goes. Well, welcome back on in. Yeah, I started, because I've been on YouTube for the past couple of years. I was focusing on videos for a bit. And I'm starting to pick up streaming again now that I'm doing a little better. So, working through it. One day at a time. We are working through one day, but I hope you have been doing well. I hope your week's been awesome. I was just talking earlier, we just picked up the Daemons of the Shadow Realm anime this season. We just caught up. And I was actually quite impressed. Actually quite impressed with everything we saw. Because I had read like the first chapter forever ago on release, and I don't know, like I didn't dislike it, but I don't know what happened at the time. I didn't keep up with it. But it's definitely really fun. But I've been pretty impressed so far. So I definitely think it's a good one to check out this season. What the heck else are we watching? I don't even know anymore. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I gotta can out to 5. That's my job right now. That's the thing too, like I can yap pretty good doing a lot of things. Doing anything with numbers, not so much. Okay, so we got the first 20 done. Should be. Yeah, now we have the next 8. These improved after 2. Oh, dang. Well, yeah, I mean, progress is progress. You know, depending where you want to go in this and that, you know, you just gotta keep it up. They don't make it. Things just aren't easy these days. Things just are not easy these days, in general. But that is awesome. Doing traveling or visiting. Let's see. 1. I gotta count to 8. That's crazy. 1, 2. 3, 4. I'm reminded of, like, I remember freaking Kastoki Brooks really good at the FPS games. And she would just be like talking a storm while like just becoming champion in games. It's hysterical. Like, it's so funny what is kind of like difficult or not difficult on a person-to-person basis with multitasking, you know. It's pretty dang funny. All right. So let's see. That is row 7. Oh my gosh, more counting. The heck yeah. So now we can mark off where we left off. Hopefully that wasn't like an extra stitch. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay. Here we go. Because this thing actually is helping, at least for like these segments that I have to do first. Because at least for me, I have to just count small. I count small. Baby math. I do baby math. Alright, so let's see. So we're on round 8. So now it's 2 and 4. So it's up to 6. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's see here. 1, 2. Oh, we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4. And you know what it is too? It's also this yarn is distracting me because this yarn is a bit darker than the other yarn that I was using earlier. No, that's the first 6 stitches. Yeah, okay. I think it's because also like the light. I don't have the light like directly on it. But I mean, there should be enough light here, like you would think. But if I were to do this again, I might add an extra, well, at least only just work in like lighter yarns or something. That's something to consider. Because it'll distract me. I have to keep fixing it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some yarn is just a little more finicky. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Two. I don't know if I have enough yarn to finish this row. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, we just gotta roll with it, roll with the punches. 2, 3, and 4. This is fun, because it's fun saying like, oh shit, we did this. We did this. What's up, Kai? How are you? Welcome on in. We're doing... Shit, did I mark those? Shit. Shit. Lost track of my numbers. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. Is that right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh my gosh, long work day. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you've been working so hard this week. I feel so bad. You know, hopefully that's over with. You get some more time next week. I'm like, what the heck? But sometimes we just don't have time. Time just is what it is. Okay, so that is... Okay, so I have to do another set of this. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. I have to go to frickin' or 24, and then I could do the single crochets. So what if you I mean, if you're done with your work, what does that matter? I don't understand. What does that have to do with anything? Tell him that he has to chew at his own boss. Let's see. 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three and 4. I mean, I keep thinking I gotta try to find that pusheen that I made. I feel like it's probably just in a bin. I just in a bin somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that's this weekend too. That's cool. Do you have something in mind, or do you have to pick something out today? Okay, so now we got 24. Now we'll just do the next 8. Two. 3. 4. Oh, gosh. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got her an awesome... Oh, a beta fish? Oh, cute. Oh, it was sick. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I'm trying to remember with beta fish. I feel like they aren't usually too, like, sickly. But, I remember I had one as a kid that I think we thought it was, like, blind or something. So... So we would, like, try to put, like, the flakes, like, near its face in the tank. And all that. But yeah, glad you got to get her a new one. You know. 2. 3. And 4. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright. We're getting there. We are getting there. I'm getting a little tired, I think, because of the lights and stuff. But let me see. So we are at, let's see, we're at round 9 here. Maybe I'll do some of the bandana or something just to change things up for brand. Oh my god, that's a lot of chains. What the heck? So if I look at the other thing and I'm like, wait a minute. This is a bad wait. Did I put the other thing here? Oh no, I put it. I don't know where the hell anything is. Got substrate. Oh, okay. I also thought Kai was large until I met Goliath, or what is it? A huge lizard bro? That's funny. As they say, there's always a bigger fish, right? A massive bearded dragon. That's cool. Yeah, lizards I never had, actually. I always had I had rodents. Well, I had a hamster and then I had gerbils growing up. For whatever reason, I was obsessed with gerbils when I was a kid, so I was like, I need these. And he had a vet head. Well, that's a cool lie. Lizards are cool. I actually wanted a snake at one point. I think snakes are pretty cool, actually. My mom wouldn't go for it though, so. But yeah, I had a hamster. Her name was Serenity. My first that cutie. But yeah, that was she was crabby. She was crabby, boy. Oof. You know, it'd be cool. I was like just saying, I'm like, man, it would make sense if I had like a pedal or something for the counting, for like a tally counter. That would be interesting. I'll show her a horned iguana too. Those guys are huge. They named it Rocco. Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to look it up really quick. My brain needs a little break. Let's see. Horned iguana. I was curious. Oh, okay. Oh, these guys. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, this dude. The racing pedal for crochet. Well, it's funny because actually Elgato has a pedal for like Stream Deck stuff and for doing like redeems and things. You know, it was, but it's like something like that doesn't use my hands to do it. You know, it's basically a racing pedal. Yeah, it's basically what it is. That's all it is. They get huge. Yeah, some lizards are freaking huge. Some snakes are absolutely ginormous. It's insane. You know, I wasn't really looking for like a big snake myself, but there was, you know, because corn snakes are tiny. I can't remember what I was looking at. It's been way too long. But yeah, there's some pretty cool snakes and stuff. And aminals out there, for sure. So many. A Tengu monitor. So let's see. A Tengu. So there's Tengu monitor arm. Tengu monitors and Tegus. It's so confusing because I go to like the images and it's like Tegu versus monitor. I'm so confused. Oh, okay, yeah. So it says there's monitors and Tegus for sale. And there's all this like Tegu versus monitor lizard. Which reptile is right for you? She already has 2 monitors. I don't know if she wants a third. That was well played. That's well played. Oh yeah. Let's see. I show you the little how our garden is doing. Here you go. Let's see. Tegu monitor. Oh, these guys. Oh yeah, these are big boys. I know what these are. I know what these guys are. Those are big guys. Those are cool. Those are cool. I just never had like I just didn't really grow up around them, you know. But yeah, it's cool stuff. The aminal babies are animal babies. That's all that matters. Where the heck? Oh. My hook is right here. They could eat small dogs. Well, we won't do that. Ay, ay, ay. Let's not get morbid. Well, let's see. All right, so let's see. I have to chain 91. That's a big number. That's a big number, chat. It's a big number for me. Good luck, me. Good thing I have the tally count. We're gonna try to use this like every 10 or so. Okay, let's see. So wait, what does it say? Actually, wait, it says chain 91, half double crochet. Oh, because that completes the first row, like the back and forth. I mean, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, either way, so we do have to chain 91 first. So let's work on that. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling, talking about a little bit like anime season, some other random stuff. I was just saying, I can't believe it's already May. That should be illegal. I am not ready for any of this. Oh, that's what we were talking about before, like with the weather. Yeah, like we're still having like freeze warnings and stuff. I don't know about this week, but last week was ridiculous. So let's see, that's like 5 already, right? Maybe I should do every 5. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of, is something that's not using my hands to do the thing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normally I would crochet with like maybe like just something mindless on, you know. So that didn't really matter too much. Oh, a tortoise. Yeah, turtles live a long time, especially tortoises, right? Yeah, basically that's like, it's basically like adopting a small child. 3rd largest tortoise globally. That's cool. You probably need a lot of room though then. I'd say that'd probably be the biggest challenge. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got up to 10. Good job, me. Oh man. Live up to 100, yeah. Well, they're like parrots. Imagine walking in someone's backyard at night, suddenly a giant rock is... Yeah, basically. Because even some parrots live a really long time. Like, I knew a family that had, like, one parrot. I think it was already, like, 20 years old or something. You know, it's legitimately, like you're just adopting a family member. Like, it could pass through generations at that point. Crazy stuff. Okay. These are tiny. Oh, so they start out like the teacup pigs, huh? Like those. Like people want to sell teacup, like pigs don't stay tiny. Ain't no thing. I always love hearing about those. 2, 4. Yeah, eating a bunch of food, taking up room. I mean, that's just it. Like, you need, I mean, even in later backyard, that I can imagine, because that's how they play and do their own thing and do shenanigans. So, you know, they do need that. Was something happened with the YouTube stream? Let me check real quick. What happened over here? Okay, no, I think it's okay. I just like a thing on my end. Okay. So, like, something like flashing. I'm like, what the heck just happened? But yeah, it is really cool and interesting. That's like, we're only like a third to this. Oh my gosh. All right. 2. Another 10 down. 40. My gosh. You paused. Yeah, if you're in yeah, I don't know. It looks like the YouTube was sorry. It looks like the Twitch was fine, but yeah, it looks like the YouTube kind of like restarted, so I don't know. It's just doing its own thing. I'm not too worried about it, but like I just saw like the bitrate thing went down. I'm like, what the hell just happened? 6, 9, and 10. That's a 50. Holy heck. And I restart. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you tell me. Maybe it's just that time of night. It's past midnight, so you know, the internet needs a little bit of a stretch break too. I think that's how it works. But yeah, just stuff acting out. What else is new? It is, right? Like it's like, yeah. It's been 3 hours. Oh my god, I'm just trying to see if I can get up to freaking another 40 stitches. My god. My brain actually is getting a little tired. So that's also why, can you tell I'm getting a little more easily distracted? I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired too. I think it's because of like, probably so with the weather, because it's just like my sinuses start hurting and my eye starts hurting too. And that doesn't help. That doesn't help. So maybe we'll just pause this part for now. I'm tired, but yeah. I can only imagine. But yeah, let's hang out for a little bit before we wrap things up. So let's see here. So another reminder that, you know, we're doing fundraising for the month alongside the Mental Health Blooms team. We are all raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They do some really cool, amazing work with awareness programs and, you know, opening up the conversation and, oh, chat's here, and doing this and that. You know, here's a little bit of info of what they do and what they're up to, what they advocate for, you know, better mental health discussion. You know, it's something to be open and chat about, you know, and everything. We all have our struggles, you know, every day be the struggle. You know, it's really about trying to find, you know, what kind of quality of life changes we can make in our everyday for ourselves, and targeting those. Maybe if we have certain needs, whether we're neurodivergent or not, you know, maybe it doesn't hurt to look at other options for things, other methods to things and all that. You know, it's something I've been thinking about lately also with how I'm rearranging like my desk or rearranging things in my life in such a way that it just makes it easier for me. Oh, that's one thing that I was thinking of as an example. So, you know, I do want to talk more about like mental health advocacy and everything around here, and, you know, and bring awareness, you know, and all that. So like for me and myself, you know, something that made just like a huge difference is, instead of like, you know, using typical drawers and stuff, I actually have like kind of like a laundry basket thing is what it's made for, to put the majority of kind of like my everyday clothes. And then I have other things stored in drawers. But a lot of like my everyday like weekly clothes that I go through, you know, I kind of have more in like an open setup. You know, that's something that, you know, I didn't really think of, you know, I haven't really thought about in a while, because I've had it for a few months now, but it's kind of like before, when I was kind of just, honestly, I was just kind of piling clothes everywhere. And that's not constructive. Because you're just making piles of crap everywhere. It's messy. It's not good. But I just not someone that's gonna put everything back in drawers. It's just not gonna happen. I think at this point I have accepted it. It's not going to happen. So, you know, certain things, I mean, obviously I still use drawers, but, you know, certain things I put away, certain things I leave out, trying to rearrange stuff into what's important. And then when stuff that's in the drawers, I do try to actually Oh my god. Mark the drawers with like what they are or what they're for, so I can remember later what's in that drawer, for example. Or like in bins that we put away in the garage, like I make sure there's like a sign or something that tells me what is kind of primarily in this bin. And store it away, so I'm not driving myself crazy. I have to open everything. I have to look at it. Like for me, I remember things very visually. So it's like if I just don't remember, I literally do not remember. So a really good example was we were doing dinner stuff yesterday, and it was like, damn, where are the skewers? I couldn't tell you the last time we have used the skewers, but it was like clear as day. Clear as day, like it just comes to mind. I'm like, oh, they're in the drawer that's under the oven. And that's where they were. I couldn't tell you what I ate yesterday, though. But I could tell you what the skewers are. So memory is just one of those really funny things. You know, and I've just kind of accepted and given myself grace. Like, if I forget something, I forgot it. If I just don't remember something clearly, or if I have to remember something clearly, or I have to make a schedule around something, then I will do what I can to make sure I don't forget. Like either I'll put alarms, I'll put it in my calendar, I'll do like just certain things that, you know, I basically have to go out of my way to make sure I get certain tasks done. And for me, it's always been that way. But now that I understand why it's that way, I have a better understanding of like what I need to do and things like that. If like I'm in the kitchen and I look in the fridge, even if it's just briefly, now it's like, oh, like we're low on eggs. So instead of like, so we have like a pad that's on the fridge. I'll just grab a pen and I'll just write eggs on it. Like, that's it. I'm not waiting till later. I'm not going to go look for my phone. I'm not going to make a shopping list. It's not happening. Basically, I just put a note there. And for me, like, it works. You know, because then I can refer to it later. And sometimes, at least for me, just writing it down helps me remember. So it's just those funny little things that just... And I have to, like, physically write it. I think that's, like, a weird thing, too, over the years. Like, I used to just have Post-it notes everywhere. Everywhere back in the old days, and back in the old days on my CRT monitors, it was just like, it was just full of Post-it notes of random notes for different things, different reasons or whatever, but I knew what every note was for. That was just the wacky, chaotic method that I had. But as things changed, our monitors changed. I couldn't really just putting the Post-it notes on the desk isn't like the same. It just isn't. So over the years, like, as I try to adjust to like digital stuff, I think it just didn't really work. At least not for me. I think I was just too used to like older methods of physically writing things down. So that's what I do. So I honestly, I went back to just making sure I physically write things down. Even if it's just instructions for myself. Even if I know it sounds ridiculous, but you know, it's like I know how to do certain things, but sometimes I forget how to get to maybe like a certain dashboard for something that I'm working on, like for my website or something, you know. So it's like I write down, okay, so I have to be on this page, I have to go to this section and this and that, and I can find that. And actually I had to go through that again because I actually just changed something for my hosting. So now I have to reteach myself. So that's going to be a new challenge for me. But you know, it's one of those things where like for a long time I stopped doing that. I stopped like writing notes for myself, and that was probably the worst thing. That I just didn't realize how bad it was for just me and my own needs, you know. So it's important to just kind of acknowledge things that, you know, that just work for you, you know, just improve your own quality of life. You know, whatever it is, you just gotta find those little things, those moments, those little things. Like I think I said before, like I have stickers on most of my things. Why? Because I like it. It's not that deep. It's you know, it's just I like stickers on my things. Like I like, what is it? I have a sticker on the cup. I have stickers on my other things. Like what do I have that has a sticker on it that I can just pick up? I have too much shit on my desk. This is the problem. Or not enough. Oh, even this thing has stickers on it. Let me see. Can I move this? Here's a sticker over here. Do you think stickers affirm your memory on the item? I know for certain things it does. So like, it doesn't matter because it's, for me, it's a medical thing. So like, I have, actually, so for example, like for, you know, if things just look the same. So like if you have, like even pill bottles look the same and things like that. Like I would put different stickers so I know what's what. So I know like which pill bottle is which kind of deal. You know, it's kind of like a method of like helping me remember what's what. But at least like for me, like stickers is kind of whatever, but I do use stickers practically. Or like, Deskin would remember this. So I think in a previous computer build I had stickers on the back of the case, and the other like adjoining sticker or like duplicate sticker would be on the wire. So I knew where I had to plug in certain things. Like it's really more so of like connection. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about because and it's so funny how we had no idea, but it makes so much sense now in hindsight. But it's kind of like I can, yeah, it's like the way you're asking, like affirm my memory on the item. It's kind of like, yeah, it's either, I mean, a lot of them I use for just fun, for aesthetic, but it's for aesthetic, my stickers. But, but it's also like, I also do use it for like practical reasons, oddly enough. So it's a little bit of both. So let's see here. So while I did not get to finish the current project for today's stream, that's okay. I'll finish it off stream. I'll see if I can do it over the weekend. Because it's not like a difficult pattern, but I am getting a little mentally tired. But to show like some other stuff I've made before. So like this is like a little like mug or drink cozy kind of deal. So this is something like you wrap around like a mug or whatever. I could put it around my microphone. Genius. Genius. And then I don't have the other hand, but here's like some fingerless gloves that I made for myself. I made these actually, these are probably one of the first things I made so long ago for myself, and I still use them. I use them primarily in winter, especially when it's cold. My hands are cold or whatever, and it's like, I still have to type. Here's like a little Bang Boo friend that I made forever ago. I made a little while ago, and everything. So this was actually something I made for Deathkin. So this is his that I borrowed for the stream. Thank you so much for letting me borrow him. I do also intend to make more. Because technically some of this yarn was for that, but one thing at a time. But yeah, we'll try to get a little more crochet things done. And all that. Yeah, thanks. But it's on vacation, yeah. It's off to Rasque Flue. I don't know. Bamboo Land. I'm so excited. I'm so excited we're going to Bamboo Land. That's all that matters, honestly. Let me see. Let me check something. Oh, we are hanging out. Let's see, what time is it? So I think no one else on the team might be live right now, but I will double check. Vibe to the lo-fi, okay. Twitch.tv. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Let's see who is around. Oh, what is she doing? I'm like, what? I kind of want to check. I'm like, damn. What's the streamer doing? Shit, I want to check that out. Okay. Alright, let's check the art section right now and see who's live and see if I'm gonna raid today. Sometimes I don't raid. Sometimes I get too stressed out raiding people on Twitch. That's just a me thing. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes I just won't do it. So I'm feeling pretty alright right now, so I'm not gonna stress about it too much. Hopefully. What's going on in the art section? I'm like, damn, is anyone else doing yarn stuff? Because that would be cool. I could have sworn there was like a yarn or like fiber section on Twitch. I couldn't find it earlier in the categories. I don't know if I'm just crazy. But I don't know where that ended up. There's me. Yeah, everyone's drawing. Where's the other art stuff? I think this person might be painting or doing something with markers. I'm kind of curious. What's this? Let me see what this is. Ah, yes, a Twitch ad, my favorite. But yeah, I think they're doing like traditional work. I actually, at least for me, and that's the other thing too, is that I've always preferred also like doing traditional art stuff. I've been trying to also, oh yeah, I remember something I was gonna say earlier, like 2 hours ago. I was gonna talk about is that, you know, like just kind of accepting like, yeah, it's not gonna be, oh yeah, but the perfectionist thing. Oh, they're kitties there, it's cute. So freaking oh my god, what's it called? Oh, with the art stuff and traditional artwork is that I've always preferred doing like even when there was like the big digital art thing and like especially like the early to mid 2000s and everything, and I felt like a personal pressure to learn digital art and all that, but I still prefer traditional. And it wasn't really until I saw someone do an entire comic in colored pencils that I got like back into colored pencils and that sort of thing. You know, everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. Like even like you think you're supposed to be doing things a certain way, like you don't have to. You know, some pressure we put on ourselves and some pressure we have like from our peers and all that. So let's see. So I think I'm going to rate this person over on the Twitch side. They seem neat. They seem pretty neat. So let's see. So other than that, we'll just hang out for a minute. What else did I want to say? Oh, with trying to drop the perfectionism. So one thing is also I'm trying to actually do digital art again and trying to not just be like, I'm not gonna let anyone see my digital art ever again. You made your juice, heck yes. Heck yes. So maybe that means I could make myself some tea with the extra water. Maybe that's what I'll do right after this. Okay. But yeah, you know, it's really all about like, you know, you figuring out what's best for you and figuring out, you know, what works for you and your own quality of life and things like that. And you know, we all got to stop feeling like pressure from other people and all that sort of thing and do our own thing, damn it. We gotta all be doing our own thing, because the thing too is like folks that like break out and usually they're doing something different than everybody else, you know. So that's why like you should just be doing your thing in the first place. Kind of feels like, right? Ba 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 ba. I'm just vibing today. Definitely getting tired. Let's see. I'm just not sure if they're... Let's see. Just curious. I'm like, damn. See, now I'm getting myself stressed. Now I'm getting myself stressed out. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes the overthinking takes over. That's how it goes. Let's see. So anyhow, so let's see. So for next week, so speaking also, let me actually, maybe I'll pull it up on the Streamerino. All right, so let's pull up the image. Actually, how big is this image going to be? I don't know. We're going to find out in a second. So here's like a really good example of just doing our own thing. Well, when I can find it. What the heck? Did I not put it in this folder? That doesn't make sense. Oh, here it is. I just can't see. I just cannot read or see. Okay. So I already have Monday's stream scheduled over on YouTube. So next week for Mental Health Blooms is going to be our RPG week. So so I'm going to do a little Guild Wars and all that. So we're going to check that out for a bit. Check out some of the newer stuff that I heard that they added. Maybe check out pre-searing, maybe the post-searing thing. We're gonna see. I'm gonna recheck to see what's available, cause I didn't realize like anniversary already happened. You know, it probably would have been interesting to do stuff during anniversary, but that's okay too. So we're gonna check that out from Monday, possibly also Friday. I'm gonna decide maybe after Monday if we're gonna do it on Friday or not. And you know, and just see how things go. Just see how things go. Otherwise, I'm going to start the raid. Oh my god, I forgot to fix the raid emote. I gotta see. This is what I'm talking. So I don't know if you remember. I actually stopped to like write down notes for myself for Terraria on Monday, and I actually got a lot done this week, by the way. Probably because I did that. I actually made notes to myself. I did not write the reminder of fixing the emote. Perfect example. Okay, but that's okay. So we do have this raid emote over on the Twitch end. That's okay. It's just a tiny baby emote, so that's okay. I could fix it later. But it's just really funny how memory works like that. Like I just, you know, just for like an actual world example, you know. Let me actually see. Do I have like the option? Wait, if I go over here, how does this work? If I find them here, does it work through here? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So I will go start the raid over on Slinkmeister. They seem kind of chill. This looks like a family-friendly stream. I just saw their cat that looked really cute. And it looks like they're doing like traditional artwork, which I think is really neat. So we're gonna do that. Wait, unless they're finishing stream. I'm like paranoid. You know what? It doesn't matter. We're gonna start the raid. You know what? We're starting the raid. Stop, Ness. Just go. Just move forward. Just move forward. Just do it. Okay. But thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. So keep an eye on the schedule, especially over on the YouTube side. I don't think this works. That's fine. I'll have to fix those commands with StreamerBot also. So we have a lot of things to work on my end. But thanks so much, everybody, for being here and for being here for the fundraising month. I appreciate your support, your lurking, and everything. You're all awesome. So I appreciate you all so very much, very much. I hope I can see you all again next week. Until then, take care of yourselves and take it easy.